So this is our weekly preview for JDXBOT, and also JDXCopyMaster. So I will be, going through some of the new insight. I think I have updated the slide a little bit, just to make sure that it comply with the new strategy that we have implemented, whereby the new strategy is doing much better, right? So I think this month, today is the 30th. Yeah, so this month I think we have probably one of the best performance ever. All right, so yeah, we're going to continue to monitor the performance of the bot, as we move forward. So the more data we have, the better it is, right? So that will be really great. Yeah, I believe that some of you are already part of JDX bot. You can witness, the performance of the bot. All right. If you want to share, or you want to, express, your, your view and so on, please do so, right? That will be really great, because we have about 9 minutes, right? We have got about 9 minutes. Okay, so if you can share, some of you are already part of JDX bot. If you can share, the performance of your bot, that will be really good, because I think we are completing 1 month, right? 1 month of using the new strategy, right? So that is really awesome. I'm hoping that tonight we might have another closure. So hopefully we will close, we will close on high note today with another big profit. All right, before we actually jump into the month of October. Okay, so that will be really good. I'm looking forward to see the bot closing some of those positions later today. Okay, because I can already see some positions are already closed. I think IKPay, right? IKPay, your position just closed. I think there is a few positions that just closed. Okay, so that will be really good. And also, right, some of you, please understand, okay, that because the profit is more constant and consistent, so you have to really make sure that you top up your strategy wallet. Okay, or else if the profit sharing is not deductible and you have insufficient, then your bot will be deactivated. All right, so just make sure that you monitor that very closely. Okay, because at the moment, right, we don't know, but I think now we have the 30 days data, 1 month data. So you can roughly, calculate what will be the 30%, the 25%, profit sharing requirement. Okay, so just make sure you do that. Okay, so because I noticed that some users, right, their strategy wallet is depleted. If it's below $10, the bot will not start. All right, so please make sure it is always, so you have to set the reminder, so that every time it reaches the level, right, you get an email reminding you that you need to top up. Okay, so just make sure you do that, because I do notice some users, their bot didn't start for days. So you are losing on your profitability, okay? And your data will be different compared to those who are consistently, seeing the profit coming in, because they are basically also monitoring and making sure the strategy wallet is top up. Okay, so just take note of that, right? Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. Any one of you would like to share, your journey so far with JDXBOT, and how is the performance for the past 30 days, right? So it will be great. It will be great if you would like to share, if you would like to, provide some of your opinions, view and so on. That will be really awesome. Okay. So if you want to do so, just raise your hand at the bottom there. There is an icon, raise hand icon. So if you want to say something while we are waiting, for the rest of them, you may do so. Okay. So that will be really awesome. Yeah, just put up there in the chat room, right? Your name, the country that you are representing. That will be really awesome to know different one is here today, right? Okay, great. Because sometimes I just don't know some of this country. We have, I think, our team is from about 35 countries, right? So sometimes I just can't keep track, because those days when we were doing the mentorship program, I can keep track because everyone is connected, directly to me. But at the moment, right, is and many other people are also being referred, so they are coming on board. And also at the moment, right, please take note that it is not open to the public. So JDXBOT is not open to the public yet because we are still in the pre-launch. So it is only open, through the partners, right? So the private partners who are already part of JDXBOT, we are currently managing about 170 over 1,000 asset under management. Okay, so these private partners, right? They are basically the partners, right? So the private partners, so you need to get a referral link from them, or when they actually share their link, you can be part of JDXBOT. Okay, so if you are waiting for the link to be available in the public, no, we are not going to open yet. Okay, so you need to refer to the one who have introduced you. Okay, so I know that some of you are wondering, right? Can you start to share? Yes, you can start to share. Use your referral link to share, because only through your referral link has been enabled for you to share, right? So you can share, and then you can enjoy that, that 20%, right? Direct referral is 20% of the subscription fees, and then the tier 2, right? Level 2, you enjoy 10%. So there is 30% referral commission that is available. Okay, so take advantage of it. So if you believe in the bot and you are already seeing the result and you want to share with someone, please do so. Okay, because we don't really go out there, and ask people to come on board unless otherwise there is a testament, right? There is a testament that the bot is doing well and the partners themselves are basically, introducing, right? So just take note, because partners who are already with me, you've been with me for many, many years, right? So you know me very well, and you came on board, through the mentorship program and so on. So there is no problem for you guys, okay? But the new one, right? They can only come in if you introduce JDXBOT to them, or else they won't be able, okay, to be part of JDXBOT, okay? So just take note of that, because I know some of you are wondering, can I start to share? Yes, you can if you're already a part of the private partners, okay, and you already have your bot running. That is in the back office, right? If you go to the back office, let me see if I can bring you to the back office. Yeah, so if you look into the back office there, right, you have the dashboard. Okay, so if you see, if you take a look over here, right, you can see over here, right, you see the referral link is always there. Okay, on your left at the top there, the referral link is there. So you can click and share this referral link with anyone. All right, or you can also find your referral link in your profile page. Okay, can you see that? You will have the referral link here. So you can actually share that referral link, okay, with your team. Okay, so please do so, right? Please do so. You can find, all those information actually in your back office. All right, you can find those information. So you can see currently the asset under management is around 161,000. And we have already delivered around 254,000 in trading profit to our users, to our partners. Okay, this is massive, right? This is massive. Okay, so you can go through, the website. You can also actually watch the intro video, and some of those information available, the project roadmap, and so on. All right, so you can go and take a look. The only thing is that you won't be able to actually sign up. All right. You won't be able to sign up unless you have the referral link, right? So just make sure that you do so. Now, some of you who are new, right, you might be thinking that, where can I find the resources? Can you see the getting started there? So if you tap the getting started, you will see the checkpoints. This is the getting started checkpoint. So make sure there are 13 checkpoints. Make sure that you, first of all, try to print this checkpoint. Okay, there's a PDF file. Print the checkpoint so that you know each of the steps and what needs to be done. And then after you have the getting started guide, this is the step-by-step for those checkpoints. Okay, so make sure you have these two ready, right? So the corporate presentation has not been updated. We'll be updating very, very shortly, maybe by next week or so, all right? And the FAQ is there. So if you have any question, you can go through the FAQ first. all right, before you want to raise, support tickets or whatever. So, okay, because most of the item is covered in the FAQ, and we are continuously updating the FAQ as we go on. Okay, so just take note. Right, so all those information are already there, provided for you. So if you are coming on board, take your time, right? Don't rush. Go through the checkpoint and go through the guide that is being provided. And also, right, because you are coming, being referred by your partners, then you make sure you get back to them if you have any questions and so on, okay? So don't make any mistakes because it will then delay your bot activation, right? So just take note of that, right? Okay, great. Let me see if we have any other. All right, great. Good to have you guys. All right, okay, good. All right, so okay, let me stop there, right? Yes, Obong, yeah, Obong, please go ahead. I think we will have Obong here. Maybe you can, say something before we get started. Go ahead, Obong.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. JD. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, good to have you, my brother, Professor Obong from, I think he's now in offshore, okay? In offshore, yes.
Yes, I'm offshore. I'm still offshore.
Go ahead. I hope you are I hope you are seeing all those profit that has been secured by the
That
bot.
is why you can see the way I'm laughing. You can see you can see the way I'm laughing, Dr. JD. Waking up to see the 3 board close in massive profit. Wow, that is even if it's going to be just that one for the month. For me, I'm okay as far as our capital is protected. I'm okay. It was just fantastic. The 3 board, even the CopyMaster, also lot of closure from that side, lot of unbelievable. I personally, I'm the happiest person already. You know that I'm the happiest person on this JDS. So we really appreciate. Please keep it up. No distraction. God bless you and your family. I really appreciate what you are doing. Really appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you, team.
Yeah, awesome. Good to hear from you, Obong, because please understand, guys. It's good to hear from him because he also has a big account. Okay, so when you have a big account, the responsibility from our side is quite huge because, as you all know, right, our priority is actually to safeguard the capital. So, successful trading is always about safeguarding the capital first before the profitability part of it. So that is the most important thing. That's the reason why you have to join the presentation to understand the risk management strategy that we have put in place and how the wallet management strategy works and so on, so that you understand how the strategy works. Now, please understand, right, that I am, although yes, I am well versed with technical, but we don't have technicality. We don't focus too much on technical when come to trading. All right, please understand that, because I would rather focus on tactical strategy rather than technical strategy. All right, so that's our focus. And most of you are part of my mentorship. You know that we focus on tactical rather than technical. Okay, so please understand that, because trading is entering into a war zone. When you are in the war zone, you shouldn't be actually focusing on your technique. Your technique, you cannot go to war if you don't have the right technique. All right, you are only approved to go to war if you already have the right technique. The technique how to hold your gun or whatever, right? All these are techniques. So you don't go to the war zone to learn techniques, all right? So this is the problem with a lot of traders, because they go to the war zone and now they want to learn about Bollinger Band and moving averages. And come on, guys, by the time you learn, the market already left you, right? The market already left you, right? So you are now running after the market, right? So no, that is not the way how you should trade. Okay, if you go to the battlefield, you already know the risk management before you ever enter it, right? You understand your ammunition, you know the air support, the ground support, the sea support. All those is a tactical strategy. So this is the problem, right? Traders go and try to trade in the open market, and they don't realize it's a battlefield between the red army and the green army, right? So that's why I don't want to go through too much about the trading part of it. I think I think Obong requested that I should be conducting a live, hands-on trading. Maybe one day, okay? Soon we will do that and teach you guys my trading strategy. A lot has changed since the previous mentorship, right? A lot has changed since the previous mentorship. The strategy is now, completely different. It has been enhanced even further and so on. Okay, so yep. While you have the bot running, right? If any one of you interested to learn how to trade, all right, do reach out. Okay, do let me know. Right, might be the more the demand is, I will see whether I should actually conduct because please understand, guys, if you lose your job, if the economic situation get worse, if you cannot go to work again, like what has happened during the COVID, one thing that can save you is your skill. If you have the skill and you can trade, all right, that will save you, right? Because you now know how to trade. And you can trade anywhere, okay? Currently, with decentralized finance, with crypto, you can trade anywhere, all right? And I'm also exploring some new platforms and so on. So there's a lot of things that you can learn, right? So that is the beauty part of it with JD Wealth Maker, because right? I think I've already introduced to you guys the crypto debit card. Some of you are already in the group. That is awesome. Today we had a good news, right? The first person has received a physical card in Malaysia, right? First person has received a physical card in Malaysia. I'm waiting for mine too. I've not received yet, but my friend, okay, from Malaysia already received his metal debit card. Okay, so we're going to activate the card, and then we're going to load the card, and then we're going to try. So you can see, right? I've already introduced you guys to a debit card that requires no KYC. So that means that it is anonymous. No one knows who is actually spending. The bank cannot track you. I think that is what we want, right? Because we don't want the bank, the financial institution, to know our wealth. Okay, no one should know your wealth. Okay, your wealth is your own privacy. Okay, so if you want to know more, reach out to the person who have introduced you. All right, make sure you sign up with their referral link, whatever, right? Because that card is awesome. All right. Then I'm also currently introducing some of those utility token, right? Utility token that I think there is a long-term, value that this token value can grow. All right. I think so far I've already introduced 3, right? 3 already been introduced, so it is all in the group. All right, I don't want to mention that too much, but in the AMA session, right, is where normally I will cover some of this, okay? But today, thank you guys for being here. Today is basically, we're going to do our usual presentation, all right? And that is basically our JD Wealth Maker presentation. And as you know, right, in this presentation, we focus on 2 of our brands, right? JDXBOT and also the JDXCopyMaster, okay? So I want to go through this presentation, and today I've updated some of the slides, okay? So you can actually, look into some of those updates that I'm doing and so on. Just a moment. Let me just make sure everything is in order. Okay, all right. So if you are ready, guys, put up there in the chat room, put up the yes, okay, and then we will get going. So throughout the presentation, if you have any questions, you can put up there in the chat room, or you can wait until the presentation is over, and then you can ask me, all right? So I will be able to assist you, to make sure that you get all the necessary clarity and so on, okay? All right, let's get going. Now, first thing first is that if you are going to be part of any kind of, investment or any kind of portfolio, you need to understand the position of the company, right? So here, the company is positioned as JD Wealth Maker, okay? Now, please understand, JD Wealth Maker is a financial technology DeFi software development company. So that is the positioning of the company, right? Please understand, JD Wealth Maker is not promoting any MLM. We don't have any MLM program here, okay? Because we are basically a regulated DeFi software development company. So we want to make sure that we focus on anything that has to do with decentralized finances. Okay, so now we have two different brands here. One is JDXBOT. JDXBOT is the flagship brand. Okay, it's one of the best brand that we have been building for many years. And JDXCopyMaster is basically the copy trading part of it. Okay, so we have the algo trading, which is JDXBOT, and we have the copy trading, right? So user can actually so both of these products are complementary. They complement each other's. Basically, we just want to see our partners are continuously, generating, more and more earnings. But why we have different products? So that you can diversify. Okay, don't just depend on one product, right? So in the future, I think we are going to introduce auto DCA bot, all right, the dollar cost averaging, and also there's going to be auto swapping bot where you can actually do swapping automatically. Okay, you don't have to do manually; it will be done automatically for you, and so on. So we are actually working on those things as more and more volume comes in, right? As more and more users comes in on JDXBOT, these funds are basically being utilized, okay, to create new product, because we don't have venture capitalists and we don't want to look for any VC or any investor, because then we will have a problem, to comply to their requirements, and we will have an obligation. So what we are doing is that we are using the revenue generated from the product that we are offering now, and then we continue to develop new product. And also I'm using my own money, all right, to basically invest in my own company for these products and so on. Okay, so just take note of that. Now our mandate is very simple. Okay, we want to empower ordinary people to generate extraordinary income, right? So this is the goal of what JD Wealth Maker is doing, all right? So please take note and understand, okay? So we have a noble vision and the mandate here, okay? So if we can create product that can empower ordinary people, that will be awesome. So that is the reason why, right, I introduced to you guys the non-KYC crypto debit card, because now you can become a digital bank. Can you see that? You are the bank, all right? Please understand that. You don't have to be dependent on the centralized exchanges or the centralized bank, right? The CFI. CFI is centralized finance. DeFi is decentralized finance, right? So we want to decentralize everything that is centralized. Can you understand me? So centralized is always about control. Now we want to give freedom to the people so that they are no longer under they are no longer being controlled, and they are no longer, under these struggles and the burdens financially, right? So if you really want to get out from this bondage of the centralized finance, then you need to be part of the decentralized finance. So this is what we are doing, giving freedom to the people, empowering ordinary people to generate extraordinary income. Okay, so that is our goal. Now, the first thing I want to cover is JDXBOT, okay? And then we're going to go through the JDXCopyMaster a little bit, because the CopyMaster is not open yet, okay? Because we have currently stopped the the referral link, the partners referral link, the private referral link. We will be opening up later on, not yet until I close, some of those positions, okay? But let's look into the flagship product, which is JDXBOT. Now, please understand, all right? In the high speed of the cryptocurrency trading, right, volatility can make or break fortune. So if you look into a lot of the traders outside there, right, they have a problem, when the market is too volatile. So we have seen, okay, thousands or hundreds of millions, right? Recently, we have seen billions of liquidation when the market is so volatile. Okay, but we thank God that we have a system, a trading system in place that is built for the volatile market, and because of that, okay, we can protect and safeguard the position of our partners, and also deliver significant profit. Okay, so JDXBOT stands as a revolutionary trading system. Okay, so it is engineered to protect capital first. Okay, so this is the goal. Okay, please understand. So we are actually re-engineering the way how trading is. So when we develop our algorithm, okay, we focus first on protecting the capital. And then we generate consistent, sustainable profit for our valued global partners. Now, let me ask you guys, if you can make consistently 10% every month, are you happy? If you have a bot that is running for you while you are sleeping, while you are working, and it can generate for you 20% a month, are you happy? All right, now please understand, okay, even if it's a 10%, right, it is working for you passively without you doing anything. All right, now this is what we want, right? So if you can have access to this kind of technology, I will say, right, use both of your hand and grab it. All right, because you may not even find this kind of opportunity outside that. Now, on top of that, imagine that you are in control of your own capital. You have access to your capital at any time. So you are not actually depositing your money into any third party, or you are not depositing your money even to JD Wealthmaker. No. All right. You are going to deposit your own capital in your own exchanges, and you're going to watch your own capital. You're going to have access to your capital. Now, isn't that brilliant? Now, this is the kind of the kind of unique proposition that a lot of the people are looking for, right? Because they want to be part of generating passive income, but they don't want to relinquish their capital and be controlled by the third party. Can you see that? So although yes, they are earning a passive income, let's say you are earning a good passive income, 30%, 20% a month, but your capital is being held by someone. Do you have the peace to sleep every night thinking about your capital is one day going to be rug pull, or you're going to wake up one day and that website is going to vanish? Can you just imagine that, right? So we don't want that to happen. So your capital is controlled by yourself. Right now, please understand that JDXBOT is backed by over 15 years of hands-on expertise in futures and leverage crypto trading, and powered by a tested and proven algorithm since 2023 when we actually did the beta testing. All right. So that's the reason why, right? Why Obong is so happy, because if it's not because of him, I think most of you will not have this technology, because he is working in offshores, and as one that has been mentored by me, he always requested and asked me, say, Doctor, can you automate this so that we don't have to manually trade? So you have to be grateful to Obong, because it is him that actually gave us that consideration to actually develop an automated trading bot. And please understand, guys, that it is not easy. Okay, no one dared to actually do a trading bot for futures, because futures is the most riskiest, for actually to create a trading bot. But because of my expertise in futures for 15 years, and I love futures so much, right? So we actually managed to create this bot for our global partners. Okay, so that is it. So if you want to give an applause to Obong, right? So this is interesting, right? So this is so what we are doing is that JDXBOT sets a new global standard for smart, resilient, and profitable futures crypto trading, right? So so at the moment, I think you have seen, right, from 2023 November, we did our beta testing. And from the beta testing, we did our soft launch. And currently, we are in the pre-launch. All right. And hopefully by next year, we will actually get into that final launch. And we will have the other aspects, of the features, of solution available. But at the moment, whatever we have now is already like a final stage already, right? Because the bot is already performing to its optimized condition and so on. So I hope, right? I think we install the new strategy end of August, right? End of August. So somewhere 1st of September. So today is 30th of September. So that means that we already have 1 month results of this new strategy. Okay. So if you are coming on board, okay, do refer, okay, to your upline or to those who have actually, introduced you, and ask them to show their results, okay? Because you can see the results, okay? We don't control the result. The results are basically in your own exchange. You can go to the trading analysis and you can actually view your 30 days result over there. Isn't that awesome? Okay. All right. Now let's just quickly watch this intro video, and then I will start to explain to you the rest of the aspects of it so that you can make an informed decision to be part of JDXBOT. Okay.
In a world driven by possibilities, where financial freedom knows no boundaries, emerges an extraordinary solution. JDXBOT, industry-first, autopilot high-velocity algorithmic crypto trading strategy. JDXBOT is not just an ordinary trading bot. It's a game changer, designed to put you in the driver's seat of your financial future, embracing the power of digitization. With 100% control of your funds, you decide your destiny. Harness the power of automation, 100% hands-free. Zero trading background is required. Whether you're an experienced trader or completely new to the game, JDXBOT simplifies the journey. A proven winning strategy awaits, paving the way for boundless opportunities. Be it a bullish run or a bearish downturn, JDXBOT helps you thrive in any market condition. Trade 24/7, 365 days, whether you're in the heart of the city or at the edge of the world. A reliable and regulated trading platform, offering peace of mind. Crafted by an experienced real trader, a masterpiece of expertise. Embrace the most affordable strategy without compromising on excellence. Seamless onboarding process, start effortlessly. Our automated high-velocity crypto trading strategy operates on a powerful 100x throttle, delivering impressive speed and earnings. It monitors market volatility, identifies opportunities, and executes perfect entries to maximize profitability swiftly. At our core, we believe in the essence of velocity of earnings, the efficiency of earning as determined by the rate of return or speed of earnings. For us, wealth creation demands speed. Experience the game changer in the crypto industry, an incredible hands-free money printing machine, the JDXBOT. In a world...
Okay, all right. So you can actually get those video, okay, in our JDXBOT YouTube channel. All right. So you can get those information and you can share it with your friends and so on. Right. Now, let's just quickly go on. Now, what sets us apart? Okay, what makes JDXBOT different than others outside there? Okay. Now, number one, as I mentioned earlier, right? Now, 100% fund controlled by users. I think this is the most critical aspects, in a lot of the investment outside there, right? Whether you are in control of your fund or a third party is controlling your fund. Okay, so this is important. So that's why when we develop JDXBOT, and because I am also an investor, I understand the need of my partners. All right. So users have complete control over their fund, allowing them to manage their investment independently. So that means that you can deposit how much you want, you can withdraw your capital when you want, all right, and you can even actually have access to your profits and so on in your own back office, in your own exchange. Okay, so you will be learning about your own exchange and so on later on. Okay, and when you come on board, I think you will understand everything clearly, right? So that's the first. Second thing is that it is 100% autopilot, 24/7, 365 days, anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. All right. The bot is being operated autonomously around the clock, providing user with flexibility to trade at any time, anywhere, both in bear and bull market. We don't care about it. Okay, because the strategy is designed for volatile market. So even if it is volatile during the bear, it is volatile during the bull, it is still going to run. All right. Now, please understand, guys, you do not need to set any parameters. You don't have to decide, I want high risk, low risk, nothing, right? You don't do anything. All that you need to do is make sure that you comply to the fund requirements, and that is it. The rest of it will be taken care by JDXBOT. Okay? Please understand that. Now, next, there is 100% transparency of live trades and results at your fingertip. Now, this is important because you see that a lot of the company, right, they actually have their own platform where they even have their own results, and then they can alter those results. We don't do that, all right? JDXBOT partners with a third-party exchange so that you can have independent results, okay, from those exchanges. So that simply means that JDXBOT cannot alter any of those trading results. This is very important, okay? And you can actually see your trade taking place in your own app, and you can even actually check the trading report and the analysis and so on. That is it. So if the bot makes money, you will see. If the bot doesn't make money, you will see, right? So that is the best thing, right? So this is the reason why we partner with the third-party exchange to provide you with this experience, right? Now, it is tested and proven winning strategy built by real expertise. So as I mentioned to you, because of my experience, 15 years in crypto trading, especially in futures and leverage, right? So this strategy that you are having is actually a strategy that has been proven and tested throughout these 15 years. It is not something new that we try to get from, third party. And no. These are built 100% sole proprietary technology of JD Wealth Maker. All right. I have my own programmer who actually built the script, the algorithm. All right. So we actually work together and what I envision is what my programmer is actually able to actually realize it. All right, so this is how we work, right? So I just want you to understand that so that you know that it is not something that we get it from somewhere. Now, please understand, any company or any solution that gives you this kind of solution, and if they would actually buy it or take it from the third party, that is a risk. All right, if the third party pull out, if the third party see you are doing well, and then the third party start to increase the fees and so on, right? So you don't have those kind of risks because this is actually built 100% in-house. It is a sole proprietary technology of JD Wealth Maker. Okay, please take note. Now, another important thing is that it is safe, reliable, and compliance trading platform. So when you come on board, please understand you need a trading platform, which is your exchanges. All right. So you need to do KYC because if you don't do the KYC, you cannot be part of JDXBOT. Please understand that. All right. And on top of that, these are safe, reliable, whereby this platform adheres to regulatory standards, ensuring secure environment for trading and also, all right, securing your fund. Okay. So in the event, if your fund is missing or if your fund is being compromised or being hacked, you don't need to worry because there is a fund protection available one-to-one. So if you have $1,000 and if anything happened to that $1,000 because the exchange compromised it, okay, I'm not talking about trading losses. Okay, trading losses is different. Okay, I'm talking about if the exchanges themselves compromise it, they will return back to you your 1,000 back, right? So I think this is some of the very important criteria why we choose the exchanges that we are working with, right? Now, last but not least, we offer highest profit sharing in the industry, 75-25. So every time the bot closes, we give 75% to our partners. And not only that, if you are sharing this opportunity, you are going to earn another 30% from the referral commission itself, which I'll be explaining to you as we go along this presentation, all right? Just take note of that. All right, now let's look into the ecosystem. I think this is the most important slide because you need to understand the entities that are involved in the ecosystem. So as I mentioned to you, right, we have BitGet. BitGet is our third-party exchange. All right, I think they are basically already about 7 years in the industry. So they are basically, at the top 10 exchanges in the world. All right. So if you want to join a BitGet, you can use our company's partners referral link to enjoy the promos and so on. The information is there, or you can refer to the the startup guide later on. Okay. Now, another exchange, another entity here is JDXBOT. So you can see, all right, you need a BitGet account, and then you need to connect this account through the API in order for you to access our strategy. So once the API is connected, please understand that, as I mentioned to you, right, JDXBOT offers the strategy. So we offer the software, right? So if you want to have access to the strategy and the software, then you need to have a BitGet exchange account and you need to connect your API in order to access our strategy. Okay, so that is how it works basically. Now, for each of these entity, right, there are different activities that is required. For example, for BitGet, you need to sign up. All right, you need to sign up and you have to do your KYC. All right, identity verification, just level 1 will do. Very simple. Once your KYC is approved, then only you can create the API and bind with JDXBOT. Okay, so please understand that. Do not join JDXBOT until you have done your KYC first in the BitGet exchange. Now, once you have secured your BitGet exchange account, then you need to go through the next, right, JDXBOT. So in JDXBOT also, you need to sign up. You need to verify your email, all right? You need to perform the two-factor authentication. And then you need to purchase the strategy plan. This is the most important thing because you need to subscribe to the strategy plan first. Okay, I will explain to you on the subscription what is the startup cost that is involved and so on very, very shortly, right? Once you have already purchased, then you need to perform the API binding with your BitGet account. And then you need to fund your strategy wallet. This is where the fees, okay, the profit sharing fees will be deducted. So you can see that we can't deduct, anything from your BitGet because we don't have access, okay, to your account finance. So this is where you can feel safe and secure because although it is connected to the API, but JDXBOT do not have the permission, all right, to access we can't withdraw, we can't access your fund. Okay, so please understand that. So this is why it is the safest way for you to have that API connectivity, all right? So how do we then deduct the 25%, the profit sharing from your JDXBOT back office? So that's why you will have your own smart contract wallet and you need to make sure that wallet have sufficient fund for the deduction to take place, right? Now, thereafter, you need to fund your main futures account. So in BitGet, you got two accounts. One is your main futures account and the other one is your sub account. So you have to fund both of these accounts. I'll explain to you shortly how the wallet management actually works. Okay, this is very, very important if you are part of JDXBOT. As I mentioned to you, right? We are a deploy tactical strategy. And when it comes to tactical strategy, your wallet management is the critical, all right? Not really the technical aspects of it, all right? So once you have already funded your main futures account and your sub account, that is it. Your bot will be activated, all right? Your bot will be activated. Everything will be on autopilot, okay? There is no manual intervention. All right. Now, please understand we have three separate strategy. We have USDC, we have got USDT, and we got BTC. So that simply means that you are going to earn in those assets. All right. You're going to earn in those assets. So normally, the user will go for all the three strategies because the thing is that because when you have three strategies, the position, right? Or the liquidity that is involved in the market, the profit that is going to be generated will be different. All right. Although the bot can open at the same time, but not necessarily your strategy will close first, right? So if you only have one strategy, high likely your return will be different compared to those who have two or three strategies. So it's best to go for all the three strategies. Okay. So I will explain on this shortly, on the initial startup cost and so on. Okay. All right. All right, now this is the most important slide and make sure that you understand, how does the wallet management strategy works. Now, as I mentioned to you, right, the key difference, okay, when come to JDXBOT strategy is all about the wallet management. All right. Now, JDXBOT employ a dynamic risk mitigation system that actively manages the interaction between users main futures account and the sub account to safeguard users position. Can you see that? So you see that when we are designing this trading strategy, the first thing we think is how to safeguard the position, not the profitability. Because if you can safeguard the position, profit will actually come later. Not a big deal. All right. So this is how it works. Okay. So now please understand there is what we call a main futures account and the sub account. All right, let me explain to you how the main and the sub account works. Now, for example, right, let's say, right, as I mentioned, right, the minimum for you to fund your main account will be $200 for each of the strategies. So if you go for USDT, it's 200. If you go for USDC, it's 200. BTC, 200. So the minimum is 200. All right, now if you have 200 in your main futures account, you need minimum, okay, requirement for your bot to get activated for your sub account is 50% of your main account, minimum, right? But if you have 100%, 150%, 200%, that is much better. But minimum, it must be 50%. So that means if you have $200 in your main account, your sub account will be $100. All right. So this is very important. Okay. So if you are coming on with JDXBOT, your fund, your wallet management strategy is critical. And because of that, you have to comply to the fund requirement over here. Now, let me explain to you why this is so important and why this is necessary. Now, the first thing first, right? The first thing first, we have a real-time monitoring. Now, JDXBOT algorithm continuously monitors the main account base available balance and automatically replenish it from your sub-account with an amount equivalent to the dollar cost average value. Now, let me explain to you, right? Now, let's say, for example, your main account is funded with 200. Now, when the bot actually been activated, let's say, for example, the market go against, all right, the go against, or the market basically break out or breakdown. Now, when there is a breakout or breakdown, the JDXBOT algorithm now will do the DCA. Now, let's say, for example, right, the first DCA is $10. So from the 200, $10, right, $10 will be deducted, right, because $10 now will be the order size. So now the main futures account balance will be $190. So now the algorithm will check, oh, there is a deduction of $10 from the main account. So what will happen now? JDXBOT will check your sub account and will replenish $10 back into your main account to maintain your base available balance. So if your base available balance is 200, 200 will be maintained in your main futures account. If your base available balance, you start with 1,000, then your sub account is 500. So if it's 1,000, then let's say 100 is already been used for the trading. There is now 900. So 100 will be replenished back to maintain your base available balance. Okay. I hope you are getting me, right? If you don't get me, don't worry, because when the trading is going on, you will be able to understand. But the goal here is that we need to maintain your base available balance, all right, to ensure that your positions are always protected so that you don't get liquidated. Now, please understand that the replenishment restores the available balance to the base available balance for optimal bot performance. Okay, as I mentioned to you, okay? So this is the reason why, okay, JDXBOT strategy is completely different than any other strategy outside that, all right? Because we are basically focusing on the wallet management between the main and the sub account. Okay, now, the next is that we have cycle and normalization. All right. Now, once all the trading positions are fully closed, we call this as a cycle. Now, when a position is open, all right, until that position closes, it is considered one cycle. Once it is closed, the whole cycle completed, and then a new cycle will start. So please understand the cycle, right? So now, once all the trading positions are fully closed in profit, the replenished fund are automatically returned to the sub account, preparing for the next trading cycle without requiring manual intervention. So for example, as I mentioned to you, right, if $10 is already taken to replenish, the $10 will return back to the sub account once the bot closes that position in profit. That is it. And then I think there is a 10-minute, okay, there is a 10-minute waiting time, all right, a 10-minute waiting time whereby user is allowed to top up their main account, or if you say, I want to remove all my fund in this 10 minutes, you can do whatever you like. So as long as within that 10 minutes, okay, there is a fund available in your main futures account based on the requirement, minimum 200, and your sub account, all right, minimum 50%, and your strategy wallet. So the algorithm will check if all the requirements are met, then the next cycle will start. Okay, so please understand that. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay? Don't remove your fund when the cycle is active. When the trading is taking place, do not remove your fund because then you can get liquidated. You can remove your fund during that 10 minutes. All right, you can remove. So if you remove that fund and you didn't fund your account for the next 1 week, it doesn't matter. All right, you can fund it even later, all right, because you may want to use the money, right? Because you have full control of your own fund. All right. So once you fund it again, then the algorithm will check if there's a fund available, then your bot will, then the cycle will continue. All right. I hope this is clear. Now, we also have a fallback control, right? Now, please understand, as some people, right, as I mentioned, right, some users, they come in with their sub account with a 50%. So high likely their sub account will get depleted. So if you come in with 100%, you may get depleted later, but the 50% will get depleted first. Okay, in case, okay, market is moving aggressively, right, against, and the DCA is taking place, right? So your sub account can get depleted. Now, in the event, okay, when your sub account lacks sufficient balance for replenishment, JDXBOT will switch to using the main account balance for continued DCA operation. Can you see that? So that's how it works. Okay, so what you need to do, if your sub account is depleted, you can top up your sub account. Now, if you don't top up your sub account, and let's say your main account now starts to deplete, and your main account balance is now reaches 50%, all right, 50% of the available balance, then you will receive a critical alert trigger. All right, now, in the event your main account balance drop to 50% of the highest available balance, a critical alert email will be sent to notify user to top up their sub account. So now please understand, it doesn't happen all the time, but in the event if this happens, we have the critical alert mechanism to alert you. So in the event, right, if your main account is depleted 50%, okay, because that means that you have been alerted much earlier, even before anything can take place. All right. So when you receive this email, all that you need to do is to top up your sub account. Now, when you top up your sub account, it will check your main account. And if your main account is below 50%, it will automatically replenish to keep your main account beyond 50%. Can you see that? So now, please understand, okay, all this prompt, this email that you are receiving is basically, all right, an early prompt that we are sending to you so that you can do the necessary to safeguard your position. All right, but please understand, okay, there are other email you will receive from Bitget themselves in the event if you don't do, okay, you do nothing, even you receive critical alert email, you do nothing, and it keep on reducing, and then it reaches, let's say, 10%, or there is insufficient in your main account, right, in your main futures account, then you might receive margin call email and so on. But can you see that before you even receive those calls, we have already preempt you and safeguard your position? Okay, so I hope this is clear. All right, I hope this is clear. So this is a wallet management strategy, all right, that has been put in place. So by God's grace, as of now, none of our users got liquidated. All right, because the strategy is working well, right? So we hope that, you know, this strategy will continuously deliver and safeguard the position while it is actually delivering, you know, a consistent and significant profit, all right, to our global users. Okay, so this is what is tactical strategy all about, guys. It's not about the technicality and so on. You can be technically right, but if the market go against you, what you're going to do? What is the risk mechanism that you have in place to safeguard users' position, right? So this is what we are doing, because our focus, number one, priority is always to safeguard users' position. Okay, all right, let's move on. Now, I know that some of you, right, are excited, right? Okay, what is the initial startup cost that you need to prepare if you want to be part of JDXBOT? Okay, let me explain to you the breakdown of all the costs that is involved. Number one, you need to purchase the strategy plan. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, you will enjoy 12 plus 1 month, okay, 13-month subscription. Please understand that if you to purchase the strategy, right? Example, each of the strategy is $100. But if you purchase all the three at once, you only have to pay $250. So you save the $50. You can actually use that for the CopyMaster later on. Okay, so this is basically your strategy plan. Okay, USDT, USDC, BTC. It is only 250, guys. Come on. If you look at so many others who are providing this kind of services, they may charge you 100 or 150 every month. All right, this is probably the most affordable bot that you can ever find. Okay, now please understand, this price will not remain at this level all the time. Okay, I think probably next year it will be revised. So take advantage. Okay, take advantage, because this is going to be your 12 months. Okay, 12 months subscription. It is non-refundable, non-transferable, and non-switchable. Okay, you cannot do all those things, right? And it is renewed every year. Okay, please understand that. Okay, now the other cost that is involved is you have to fund your main futures account. Okay, so after you subscribe to our strategy, you need to fund your account. So minimum initial funding for your BitGet main futures account is $200 each of the strategy. So if you have USDT is 200, USDC is 200, BTC is 200. It's minimum. You can put 1,000, you can put 10,000. I think we do have people with 17,000, with 20,000 running with JDXBOT. All right. Now, please understand, whatever amount that you put, okay, minimum 200, you need to fund your sub account 50% minimum of your main account value. All right. So in this example, if my main account for USDT is 200, then my sub account, okay, USDT must be 100, which is 50%. Now, let me remind again, okay, try to put more than 50%, okay, because that will actually help to safeguard your position. All right. Now, another last cost that is involved is the strategy wallet. So as I mentioned to you, right? So where do we deduct the 25% profit sharing? Okay, that is being deducted in JDXBOT website, back office, not in your BitGet. So therefore, you need to make sure that this strategy wallet, this is your unique strategy wallet. You need to make sure, okay, you need to deposit, minimum initial deposit for the bot activation is 30. And thereafter, you make sure to monitor the deduction of the profit sharing, and make sure you maintain that all the time so that the deduction will take place and your bot continuously running. All right. So now let's look into the summary. Okay, the summary. What will be the cost like? Okay, now if you purchase one strategy, right? Let's say you only go for USDT, then it is $100. Your initial funding is 200. Your 50% requirement is 100, and the initial deposit for the strategy wallet 30. So that will be total 430. All right, now if you go for two strategy, then you only pay 810, because you do save, instead of 200, you save about $20 there. Now, if you go for all the three, right? So normally we recommend go for all the three, because as I mentioned to you, right, different bots will be running at different time, different liquidity, different profit. It's not the same, okay? So then you go for all the three, so you save $50. Let's say each strategy minimum 200, so that will be 600, and your minimum sub account will be 50% of that, which is 300, and your initial activation for the strategy wallet is 30. So you need at least about 1,180 or 1,200 to get started with all the three bots. Okay. Now, please understand, this is just the minimum, right? Example, your main futures account 600. But if you want to put each of the bot 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, you can do so. But if you put 1,000, please understand that your sub account will be 500 and more. All right, 500 and more. So this is, I believe that this insight, right, gives you a clarity now, right? What are the costs that is involved, so that you can then, make an informed decision how you want to position yourself to be part of JDXBOT. Okay, all right. All right, now, so another important thing is that the trading profit sharing model. Okay, so this is how the profit sharing will work, okay, until end of the year. It is a 75-25 profit sharing. All right, so 75 goes to our partners, 25 will come to JDXBOT as a strategy fee. All right, so this is how it works. So please understand, the deduction takes place in real time. So the moment the bot closes the position in profit, the immediately 25% will be deducted from your JDXBOT back office. Please understand that, okay? So the 100% of your profit will remain in your BitGet spot wallet. All right, so you need to make sure that you top up your strategy wallet and you have sufficient fund there for the deduction to continue every time. Only when there's a profit, guys. We don't deduct when there is no profit. So far everything is profit. Okay, we have never had a time where, you know, either it's a floating, we're waiting for the position to close, or when it is closed, then we deduct the 25%. Okay, so please understand that. All right. Now, this is going to be exciting right now because you're going to enjoy massive, you know, referral commission. As I mentioned to you guys, the goal is very simple, right? Empowering ordinary people to generate extraordinary income. So you have another opportunity here. You can refer JDXBOT. So we have the referral bonus program. It is an unlimited lifetime 2 tiers referral model, all right? So you can enjoy a total of 30% on any purchase of the strategy and upon each of those renewals. All right. So level 1, right? You can see level 1, you can introduce as many people unlimited in your level 1, and you will enjoy 20%, okay, from the referral. So let's say, for example, if someone purchased under you $250 subscription, you will get 20% of that, which is $50. Instantly, okay? Instantly, and you can withdraw that instantly, right? Now, just imagine if you got 10 people directly under you, that is 500. If you got 20, that is 1,000. Now, imagine if that 20 people renew every year, you already secure 1,000 every year, right? So this is what I meant by the lifetime, all right? And then if your level 1 introduced to their level 1, which is your tier 2, you enjoy another 10%. So there is a total of 30% referral commission or the bonus, okay, for you to basically introduce JDXBOT if you want to, right? If you don't want, then don't worry, just enjoy your own profit, okay? So just take note of this information. All right. Now to get started, okay? To get started, you just have to make your next profitable move. There are simple 3 steps. You just need to sign up. As I mentioned to you, you need to sign up with BitGet. You need to sign up with JDXBOT. So all that you need to do, get to the person who introduced you or invited you today, all right? Ask them for the referral link, all right? Because it is not open to the public. You can only get from those who are already part of JDXBOT at this moment because we have yet to open to the public. I think we will only open to the public during the final launch. At the moment, it is only for private because we want to keep the team smaller, the partners smaller, so that we can monitor the bot performance and all those things. So we want to make sure everything is controlled at the moment. Okay, just understand that. So second step is to connect your bot. So this is where you create your API in BitGet, and then you bind your API, and then you make sure to follow all the funding requirements and so on. And once that is done, all right, you just have to submit, right? Once you submit, our algorithm will check everything is okay. Your bot will be activated. All right, simple, okay? 3 steps. Now, don't worry, okay? Don't worry because we have all the resources that is required. So if you would browse into JDXBOT, you know, JDXBOT.com, you will be able to see all the getting started resources there. Now, the most important is the number 1, getting started checkpoint. There are 13 checkpoints. Step by step, there's a flow there, okay? You can follow the flow. The flow, step 1, step 2, step 3 checkpoint. And then if you want to know the detail on each of the steps, the processes, then you can actually download or go through the getting started guide. Okay, so all the information that you need is already there. So if you are not clear, then check back with the person who referred you because they already successfully onboarded. Their bot is already activated. I believe they will be able to assist you. And if still you have a problem, don't worry. Okay, reach out to us at support@jdxbot.com. All right, we will try to give you the support that is necessary. Okay, all right, great. So that is everything has to do with our flagship with JDXBOT. Now, let me quickly just go through, I think, 2 slides on the JDXCopyMaster. So this is our copy trading. Now, if you're already part of JDXBOT, remember I told you, right? You save the $50, right? You can actually use that $50 to immediately activate your CopyMaster. Now, CopyMaster is a little bit different because CopyMaster is a copy trading. JDXBOT is an algo trading. It runs 24/7. All right. So I want to quickly explain about the CopyMaster, but please understand, right, that it is currently not open yet to our private partners. Okay, soon it will be open because I'm just waiting to close a few positions. And once that position is closed, it will then be open to the rest. Okay. So now, let's just quickly look into some of the features of JDXCopyMaster. Number one, it is 100% managed by master trader myself. All right. So you can see it is not algo. Okay. Algo is handled by the API. This is 100% I am trading. Whatever that I'm trading, it will mirror at your side. This is a copy trading. All right. Number two, so you can start as low as $50. You can top up anytime to enjoy higher yield. All right. Zero subscription fees. No API configuration. So if you are new, right? You want to get involved with decentralized finance and you don't have a bigger capital, but you got $50 or $100, then I think this is probably the first step that you want to start with. All right. But please understand that JDXCopyMaster and JDXBOT is a complementary to each other. Okay. Now, next is an 80-20 profit sharing. So 80% goes to you, 20% comes to JDXCopyMaster. It's a smart copy mode, right? It trades mirror the master strategy with precision and speed. So that's what it meant by the smart copy. So that means that whatever that I'm doing, it will be copied at your side. Okay. Now, copier center management. Now, this is awesome because you have a dedicated fund management to prevent disruption to your existing fund allocation. So if you are already using BitGo, let's say you are doing spot trading, you have futures trading with JDXBOT, you don't need to worry because now the CopyMaster is actually, there is a dedicated account, dedicated management, so the fund is not mixed and so on. And last but not least, 100% user fund control. Like this is what we want, right? So user retain full access and control their capital. So you don't have to worry because you are the one that will be able to actually control your own fund, your own capital. Okay. All right. Now, before we end, let me give you a comparison between JDXBOT and JDXCopyMaster. And let me also highlight, some important disclaimer before we actually close this presentation. Okay. Now, please understand, as I mentioned earlier, JDXBOT is an algo trading. It's an API. Copy trading is basically manual trading done by myself, right? Both are using BitGo Exchange. JDXBOT, that is API. CopyMaster, no API. All right. JDXBOT is 100% autopilot. JDXCopyMaster is manually managed by expert trader, myself, right? We operate 24/7 for the JDXBOT, but for CopyMaster, it is only 5 days per week. During the weekend, you may have position open, you may have a floating position, but there won't be new position open. All right, because I'm a human, right? So I can't trade during the weekend, and normally weekends are spent for families and so on. Okay, now the startup cost, as you understand, moderate to high. For JDXCopyMaster is very low. All right, so the startup costs for many people are very much easier. Okay, now for JDXBOT, we trade USDT, USDC, and US and BTC. Okay, so but for copy trading, we can trade multiple assets pegged to USDT. Now profit sharing is 75-25. CopyMaster will be 80-20. All right, now the two very important disclaimer. Okay, I need to make sure every one of you is clear. Now, the first thing is that there is no fixed ROI. All right, so we don't promise fixed ROI because this is a real trading. So in real trading, sometimes you have to wait for the position to close. The position can close 3 days, 5 days, even sometimes 1 week or even 1 month. So please understand that there is no fixed ROI. So if you are someone and you need a fixed return every day, then please abstain from joining JDXBOT or JDXCopyMaster. All right. So this is, I think, I want to make sure we inform this, from the start, so that every one of you understand. Okay. Number two, risk is very high because we are using futures cross margin. So there is no guarantee that you won't get liquidated. Let me repeat that once again. There is no guarantee that your position will not get liquidated. All right. But JD Wealth Maker through JDXBOT and the CopyMaster, we have the risk management strategy in place. But if the users don't comply to the critical alert email, they don't top up the sub account, they just leave it there, although it is critical, and you get liquidated, it is your own problem. Please understand that, okay? Because from the strategy-wise itself, you cannot get liquidated. All right, so please understand these two very, very important disclaimer. Okay, number one, there is no fixed ROI. If today the market bless you with 10%, you take 10%. We don't have a fixed return like 1% every day because it is not an MLM program. All right, this is purely live trading, and you will see the trade in your own, before your own eyes. Okay, so there is no gimmick here. There is no gimmick. So if someone tell you that they can give you 1% every day, my question is very simple. If on that day, the trading is floating, where do they get the 1%? Can you get me? Maybe they are taking from, the deposit of other people, right? And then paying you, right? So isn't that Ponzi scheme? All right, so here is a real trading. If today you get 1%, you take 1%. If tomorrow there is no the position is floating, you got nothing, you just wait. Probably after 3 days you earn 5%, you take 5%. Can you understand me? So this is what is real trading all about. So if you want to experience real raw trading, then be part of JD Wealth Maker. All right, I hope this is clear. All right. So now be part of our global vision. Okay, we are basically, shaping the futures of smart trading. So JDXBot is not just a trading bot. It is a global solution for individuals and institutions. So in the future, we might have whitelist. We have probably our own brand where we can actually have it for institutions and so on. But at the moment, it is for the individuals, our partners, and so on. Okay. Now, please understand, if you are seeking tactical precision in volatile market, consistency built on tested and proven strategy, protection-driven profitability, then JDXBOT, okay, is the answer for you, okay? Now, by turning volatility into opportunity and risk into strategy, JDXBOT is redefining how the world trades crypto, all right? So, I hope, all right, I hope that you are glad that you are here today. And I hope that, it is very clear, each of these, explanation that has been given to you, So if you have any question, get back to the person who have actually invited you, or you can actually put in the chat room here, okay? Or you can even tap the, the raise hand button at the bottom there if you want to ask me any question and so on. And I trust that you are blessed, with the insights and the information that is shared in this presentation, right? Okay. All right. Anyone have any questions, anything that you want to clarify before we adjourn the meeting? Any questions here? Okay, no questions. Okay, great. Okay, guys. Any questions? Everyone clear with the insight that has been shared? Anything that you want to clarify? I hope everything is clear. Any questions that you have? No? Yes, Haruna, please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Good day. How are you, sir? Confirm that you can hear me very well.
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead, Haruna.
Well, my own is I just want to appreciate your effort concerning the platform, concerning the business, concerning the team. I still want to thank God for the effort that He has been giving to you and your family and the team. Only is just appreciation. that God will keep us for us, and that God will help you and give you more enablement, more wisdom, and more knowledge, so that the way we are hearing inside is another. Some people paid this kind of wisdom. They paid it for receiving this lecture, but we got it free, and it's a gift from God, and it's a gift from you, and we are getting it free from you. The Lord will replenish you and give you more wisdom and bless you. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, and I appreciate.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Aruna. Truly appreciate that appreciation and the kind words. Yeah, these are the encouragement that keeps us going. We really appreciate that. Okay, from the team, right? So, so far I'm happy with the new strategy, that we have implemented. I think we have run through that strategy. It's already, I think, 1 month. Okay, today 30th, it will be 1 month. So I hope the team is happy, all right, with the returns that has been delivered. But most importantly, right, you see, for me personally, right, I'm only happy to be part of a program where I control my capital. All right, so when I control my capital and my capital is safeguarded by whoever, right, I think that is the biggest satisfaction I have. But even though if my fund is safeguarded and I'm getting a big profit, but if that capital is not in my hand, I still don't feel safe. Can you see me? So this is what makes JDXBOT completely different, right? Yes, some company can give you 1% a day, 1.5% a day, but can they show you the proof of the trading? All right, so how long can they be? Because your capital is now in their hand. So make sure, okay, you consider all these important aspects of it before you even put your money, because once you actually deposit your money into this kind of platform, that is it. You have no way to get back your capital. All right, you have to wait until they pay you. But what if halfway they don't pay you anymore? And what if this money that you have put in is an important fund for something else that you have planned for the future? All right, so please be very careful, okay? Because there's so many programs outside there looking for your money, but they cannot promise you and guarantee you that you are in control of your fund. All right, so please understand that, okay? And second thing is that you may not even know who is the founder, who are the people behind it. All right, here we make it transparent, okay? I'm the owner of the company, that's why it's all called JD, right? JD Wealth Maker, JDXBOT. See, because it is my brand. All right, it is my brand. I'm just branding what I'm doing, guys. So we have a team, we have a company that is running it, but it has to come from somebody, right? So this is by God's grace. All right, so you are listening directly to the owner and the founder of the company, not anyone else. I don't hire a CEO. I don't hire a third party to do this. Nothing, right? Nothing. Because we want that personal touch, and I want the people who are coming on board. That's why we call you partners. We don't call you users. We don't call you customer. You are partners, right? So if you are partners, then you must understand me. All right? That's very important. And it's good that you understand me. You know about me. You know how I speak. You know how I think. You know my temperament. You know my emotion. You know that I'm straightforward. That is the most important thing. All right? So if I tell you there is a risk, that is it, right? I don't want to go through the back door, make you feel happy, excited, hype things around, and then you join in, and then you ask me why you never tell me that I will get liquidated. No, we don't do that. We tell you exactly, okay? Exactly. There is no fixed ROI. There is no guarantee that you don't get liquidated. So if you get liquidated, don't come after me and then tarnish my name. Don't do that. Please understand it clearly, right? The disclaimer. Some people, they come to, why, Dr. John, I'm not getting my daily profit? Did I promise you daily profit? No. Okay, can you understand? So these are the kind of people, sometimes they don't understand, right? So that's why I want to make sure everything is said as it is, plain, simple, black and white. All right, we don't want people to come and done. So if you want to know more, you go to the FAQ, right? I think we got about 70 over FAQs. Go to the FAQs, understand all the questions that you have and so on, okay? So this is very, very important. Okay, all right, guys. So this is, I think, that's how you can see some of the content of the presentation has been updated. And I think I got probably a few more updates that I'm going to do. Do you guys love this content? All right, put up there in the chat room. Okay, so we're going to continuously update because I want to make sure people understand our strategies, you know, how we safeguard their position and all those things. Okay, and please understand, guys, we have our AMA session, Ask Me Anything. So AMA session is more technical. So if you want to understand about the crypto market, about more technicality about JDXBOT, JDXCopyMaster, then Thursday. All right, Thursday. So we do the first week and the third week of the month, Thursday. That's where we have the AMA session. So join the AMA session because that is where you're going to learn a lot of different things, okay? Because sometime in AMA session, I share about some new DCA token. I also share about the card, okay? The crypto cards and so on. So I can do anything during the AMA session, guys, because the goal of the AMA session is to empower you through education. All right. So if you want to learn for free, right? Like Haruna said, right? Some of these things are for free, guys. Who want to give you things for free, right? At my stature, I can charge anything I want to charge, but I'm not doing that. Okay, because empowering ordinary people, okay, with extraordinary results and also with extraordinary knowledge and education, I think is important. All right. So I believe in building people. If I can build people, I believe the same people will build me and build my company. All right. So the focus is always the people. That's why after God created everything, he's still not satisfied, right? He has to go and create, human. All right. So that is the most important thing, or else the whole world is empty, guys. There is no one inhabit, right? So that's the most important thing, right? So let's build the people first before you even expect for anything. So if I can build as many of you and help you out, I believe, all right, you will help ultimately, right? The help will come back. All right. So whatever you sow, you will reap again. All right. If you sow goodness, goodness will come look for you. If you sow hatred, hatred will come look for you. So be careful, okay? Whatever that you are sowing through your word, through your thoughts, through the way you see things, all these are aspects of sowing. All right, so you have to be very careful. Okay, sometimes it's good to take 2 steps backward and think before you talk, before you say anything, rather than you just tell anything and then you realize that you have already lost the relationship. All right, preserve the relationship is more important. Okay, because you want to gain back that relationship is difficult. Sometimes I always tell people, right? You can, if you lose money, it's okay because you can actually gain back your money. You can recover back, no problem. But if you lose a relationship, that is it. I do have people, right? Even our partners who actually don't no longer honor this relationship. That is it. I cut them off. Correct? They are no longer with us. They can't be part of anything that I'm doing, right? Because they don't value and honor the relationship. So the most important thing is that relationship is permanent. Everything else, right? You can actually recover it. You lose money today, so what? Yes, you are unhappy. You are emotional. So what? After a few days, you still have to find a way how to get money, right? So see, guys, don't focus on that temporary things. Okay, the permanent things is always the relationship. So just imagine, right? By having this relationship, how much value, all right, are you actually receiving, right? Because relationship is like connecting to the source. If you connect to the right source, everything from that source will flow to your life. You see that? So that is how powerful, the right relationship is. Okay, there are also wrong relationship, but always look for the right God-ordained relationship. That is the important thing. So if you can find someone who always want to elevate you, empower you, improve you. Come on, guys, look for this kind of people. If you lose them, you lose a great valuable asset, a person in your life. All right, because not everyone in this world will encourage you, will stand for you. I don't think so. I don't think so. Most of them will run away when you are in trouble. All right, so stand with people who really, really care for you, who really, really want to see you succeed. I tell you, if you can find this kind of friends, keep them with your life. Okay, keep them. All right, because it is not easy in this world today to find a honorable relationship. Right, so just take note of that. Okay, so this is our focus always is people. So that's why I give my time, I think every week, right? Every week. We just give our time 1 or 2 hours. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. So with that, I would like to say thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming on board. I will catch up with you next week, all right? Not next week. Sorry. Yeah. First week of the month, right? So I will catch up with you probably this Thursday. That will be the first Thursday of the month for the AMA session. Okay, so be there, guys. Be there. Come and learn. Come and learn. Probably I will update again about the banker's card because we already have the first person receiving the card today, right? They got their card today and they are in Malaysia. All right, it's just my neighbor, right? So we already have someone who got the card. We're going to help them to activate the card. And there are many others who already ordered the card. They are also waiting for their card. Now, that is awesome, right? You are talking about a non-KYC card, which means that you can spend and no one knows. The institution don't know who is spending this money actually. All right, that is awesome. So if you want to learn about the card and you want to be part of it, be there on Thursday. I will probably update about the card once again. All right, so with that, thank you so much, guys. God bless you all. Let me see if I can unmute you all and then you all can say goodbye. All right, okay, all right, you can unmute yourself. All right, God bless you. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Dr. JD.
All right, God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, team.
Take care.
God bless you. Thank you.